So you went to Richards, which is supposedly
Yeah,
where we
well, I
wanted
was
to
there
be,
last
too.
night, of course, for the planning commission meeting, and my car just showed up
I
there.
don't know how that works.
But it was I just didn't
You got one of those Google
think it was
cars.
gonna be anyplace else. I just didn't assumed it would be where it was last time. So sorry about that.
Do you want to lead off?
Yes, I mean, just ask this question. It seems like we have a pretty good planning commission. Tell me what your opinion is and why you want to do this and, you know, the fit and how you guys work together.
I agree. I'm very pleased with the rest of the planning commission members. I think we do have a very good planning commission, and I think we've got a good planning staff also. I've enjoyed working with the planning staff as well as the other planning commissioners. I'm very interested in continuing to work on the updates to the general plan, and I think we're going to get to taking another look at the development code over the next year or two, and I would really like to participate in that as a planning commissioner. I think we've got some important evaluations to get done here in the next few months and year or two to determine just where we're going to end up 10, 15 years from now. I think we're at that point where things are going to pick up again, and managing our growth is important to me.
So it feels like, I mean, our growth is, we haven't grown fully in terms of people acting on vested rights and growing out in that way, but in terms of what's left to develop, it's pretty thin. If you guys have any discussions or thoughts about new development and what the challenges are going to be for us?
We've certainly got that on our list. There are a number of approvals in place, entitlements in place that haven't been acted upon yet. And I think just how those play out over the next couple of years is going to be an important focus for the Planning Commission as well.
Kim?
My standard question, Greg, is, you say you have a diverse group, but what qualities do you feel like you've been able to bring to this commission that have helped them in accomplishing their goals?
Well, as I said, I think in the very first application letter I made a year and a half ago roughly, I believe that my historical perspective is important to the Planning Commission. I know what's happened in the past isn't as important as what's going to happen in the future, but it's also the basis of what's going to happen in the future. And I've got a viewpoint about what is important for the remaining development in the basin, and I'd like to participate in the decision-making that goes on at the Planning Commission level, of course, over the next few years. My background is both in development and planning and engineering. I've worked on both sides of the table between developers and engineers, and I think that combination is an important ingredient to bring to the Planning Commission.
David or Claudia?
I just want to say, you know, I was a little concerned about appointing you the first time when we appointed you because of your advocacy roles you've taken with respect to particularly Old Ranch Road neighborhood.
Right.
And I have to say I've been really pleasantly surprised, and I think you've done a great job. And I know that as a commission, you're all working really beautifully together, and I appreciate your work, and I thank you for your service.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I'd like to echo that.
I didn't have those reservations, so that's okay. Mr. Yard?
I don't really have a question to ask. I've asked you the two questions before, but I'd just like to say thank you. I guess it's one thing I do strongly believe, that when you have something that's working together and a team working hard together, keep the bloody thing together, at least for another couple of years, and let's get through this crisis or this planning stage that we're going through. But
Well, it's
thank
a
you.
challenge. I don't think it's a crisis, it's just a,
Well, and you say,
it's a very important piece coming up.
and I'm not sure I agree with you on the fire to this, I'm not sure, when you talk about the past and the future, I think the future is the past, just in a different form. And you've been in that mode, you've seen the 2000 up to 2008, and things are starting to evolve exactly in the same way, and I think it's important the guy has the history behind to get in front of it today.
I understand that, I agree with you. Cycles.
You've certainly had a lot of interesting experience. Seeing Manny Floor's name and thinking of Adnan must have been the
Yeah,
glory
that goes
days
back a ways.
of Khashoggi.
And you've been around as long as I have.
I thought-
God, and I can show you, that is
Some
a
experience.
That's the Triad Center,
Yeah, he
right?
worked on it.
I
Wow.
could
That was-
spend
that was
hours
his face.
discussing those years with just about anybody.
Wow.
I had a little taste of it myself. And EWP and Jack Johnson and Jim Lewis and Pitchfork. Had lots of experience. Well, I don't have anything to add. I mean, I think you've done a great job too, as I knew you would. So I think we have 3 positions, 4 applicants. We're going to make a decision. Maybe we'll have a minute tonight, closed session, personnel to discuss.
We can make it tonight.
Yeah. So,
Okay, well, I hope I'm reappointed. I'd look forward to continuing on with what we're engaged in right now.
Thank you
how's
so much.
Julie doing?
Okay, thank you very much.
How's Julie doing?
She's doing great.
Great. Tell her hello.
Still on her horse. That's where she is at this moment.